Hey everybody, Steve here, and look what we got. We have another box, and it came on a slow boat from China. So after 18 days of waiting, it's time for the unboxing. Now I ordered this on the 14th of November, and we were quoted that it was going to come in the middle of December. The last update we had was that it would end up getting here on the 6th of December, and I was pleasantly surprised because today I got a notification saying, ding dong, there's something at your front door, and thus we have our paint station. And what we have is our box inside of a box. Imagine that. Kind of slide this out. This is a little bit bigger than what I originally thought. Let's get inside and see what we have. Alrighty. We got the infamous bubble wrap. We've got directions in Chinese. We have an LED light bar. We have a rotating turntable, the power cord and adapter in 110. We have part of a venting system for this. Okay. The styrofoam and the plastic, and there we are. It's got two variable resistors for fan speed and I guess power, I don't know. And then if you look at the inside, what we end up having is two fans in there to extract all this stuff. And then of course we've got the power connection right there. And here we end up seeing, it's a 12 volt DC power with 5 amps. Input is 100 to 240 volts. Airspeed 9 meters per second, has an LED light. Noise, it says it's only going to be about 53 decibels. And then it gives you the overall dimensions. So let's take a look and see what we have inside and how this, wow, okay. There we have it, we have more parts. A flexible flange unit, a connector, a various amount of other LED lights to put on the inside. And then we have some flexible tubing that extends out. So we've got the instruction booklet, but unfortunately I know zero Chinese. So we might have to just go by the pictures, which it does have. Obviously it says to put these things like in this position here. It has a male and it has a female. So that kind of makes sense. So we can go ahead and put this together. That goes down. Okay, not bad. Now the power for these LED lights has to go through the conduit, and that's what these are for. So we have a female receptacle down here, we have a male receptacle, and then we also have a couple of ridges there that will marry up with some spots here. And yeah, let's go ahead and put that in there. And the same thing on the other side. Now we have 3 LED strips, one on the top and 2 on the sides, and then we have the power connection braces, I guess we can call them, one on each side. Now we've got a total of 3 LED strips, 1 for the top and then 2 for the sides. And from my deciphering of the pictures, you need to put this piece on first, and so we have kind of a valley in here, and we'll connect that onto this top piece here. It doesn't snap in, it just sets in there, so and we rotate that down. Connect on just like that. Okay, next piece. So now we have our 2 side LED strips that are going to connect via, we have a male connector here and here, and it will marry up with a female connector here and here. You should also notice that there is a slot in this position here where this will rest on this edge. So let's go ahead and connect that up. Good to go. Now all that's left is to plug in the power and see if she works. We've got power on our pack, so that's good. We'll do this last connection. And one of these does a fan, and one of these does the LEDs. Okay, so that's the LED light. It dims a little bit and goes off. So this means it's a fan. Oh yeah, how much airflow we got. A fair amount. Let's see how much. So you can lower it. Yeah, I think that's going to work out good. Yeah. So that's kind of nice. You have a variable resistor. Oh, that's still going. So it's got a from super, super low to some pretty decent high speed. Alrighty. Let's see what the decibel reading is on that. So we've got a quiet reading without me talking. 27, 28 decibels according to the highly calibrated phone app. Talking to you all, it ends up in the 60s. So what we'll end up doing is we'll turn this baby on. So it's running about 71, 72. Obviously, the decibel meter rating on this is for definitely when it's not at high power. Okay, so there you have it, the decibel rating. Is it true to the advertisements? Depends on where you have the knob on the scale. Obviously, it's a little bit louder because it goes into the 70s. And going into this, I saw that it said 53 decibels, but when I saw pictures of the fans that were in there and that there were 2 fans, and having worked with computer equipment and cooling fans for servers and systems and so on and so forth, kind of knew it would probably be a little bit more. So I'm not disappointed in that. Maybe a little bit of tiny stretching of the truth when it comes to the advertisement of the decibel rating. But when you're painting with the airbrush, you're going to have your compressor on, you're going to have some type of noise from that, and then you definitely want those VOCs evacuated from the room that you're painting in and put them outside. So I'm okay with a little bit of noise. So now another part of the installation is going to be this flexible adapter for your exhaust, and then we have this pipe clamp. If we put this on here like this, and slide that on. To be honest, I don't even know if you'd need a hose clamp on this. Maybe if you end up pulling this and it has some tension on it, but you know what, we'll just go ahead and put this on there anyway. Alrighty, good to go. Now these are the last 2 parts that we have, and this is the part that's going to go out the window. Somehow we'll figure this out, but then with your hose, it kind of goes and bends like a flexi straw. So that will go inside like that. And then this piece, after you route this out towards your window, then you go ahead and put this piece on. So now that we've got everything put together, let's take a closer look at the back filter that filters out all these bad VOCs. So basically what we just have is a frame, and we have a couple layers for this right here. And it just seems like it's a, as you can see there, it's maybe inch, half inch or something like that. So getting replacement filter material is not going to be hard here in Korea, which is where I live, so that's good news. But further inspection on the back of this unit, there are a couple things that concern me, and I'm going to have to add some things to keep this in good working condition. I'll show you what I'm talking about. And here's what I'm talking about. This is a kind of like a little metal aluminum frame that we have here, a lattice work or whatever. And this is what kind of bothers me a little bit, because we can see these two small wires going into the back there. That doesn't really concern me. Now over here, it's not bad, but that expanded aluminum, these cut off edges are really sharp. So my concern is with the movement of the unit, putting the filter in and out. I think what I'm gonna have to do is kind of protect the edge or cover that edge of the expanded aluminum or aluminium if you're from the UK, and then maybe even cover these wires with some heat shrink to further the protection and ensure the longevity of this unit. Alrighty, there it is. We finished it up, Warriors. We put together the paint booth, the HS550BLK. This is the higher end version because we spare no expense here. The lower end version, the only difference between the two is that the lower end version has one switch for the lights and the fan, whereas this one has the variable resistor, one for the light and one for the fan itself. Is it 53 decibels? Yeah, if you put it on the lowest setting, but you're looking into the low 70s. But when you're airbrushing, you're going to hear your compressor going, and your main concern is to evacuate those VOCs from the room that you're in to the outside, and I think this will do that quite well. As I pointed out, there's a couple of areas that I probably need to protect the wiring so it doesn't get caught in the aluminum mesh that we have in the back of the filter that holds that in. That's not a big problem, but it would be a concern, so something to think about if you purchase this product. With that being said, I think this is a good buy. How long it will last? We'll have to wait and see. But I'm pretty pleased with the airflow with this unit, the construction, the LED lights, and that there's a little bit of adjustment there. So I think this will work well with the amount of space that you have, and even provide a little turntable to paint your miniatures or models or whatever they are, and you can do so in a safe manner. So there you have it. I'm not going to bore you with the details of putting this in place and routing the exhaust tube and jerry-rigging it to the window frame and so on and so forth, because my situation is a little bit different than yours, so you just got to do what you got to do. But I do want to say thank you to the people that recommended getting a portable paint station for my airbrushing activities, and this will definitely help at keeping those VOCs out of this room, which means the wife is going to be happy, and that's always a good thing. All right, take care, and we'll see you on the next video. Peace. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to stay up to date with what's going on with us, the Buried Life, as we're retired in Korea. We'll see you on the next video. Peace.